We on. All right, man. So we back in the building with Ryan, with the fresh face Ryan with the haircut. No more beard. The beard is gone.
No, sir.
She ain't like it, huh?
I don't like it.
You didn't like it?
Nah, it's too thin.
You gotta let it grow, man.
Yeah, it's still too thin.
He liked the booties directly on his skin.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
What you call it, man?
I like to feel it.
I like to feel it. Oh shit, man. We got Chance in here. We got old head Chance down there looking like you tired of everything.
Come on, man. I look younger than you.
You look younger than me. That's because of the beard, man. I say this thing, I'm looking like Ryan.
No, I thought Chance was my age when we first started working together. No lie.
I am.
Yeah, you are. My bad.
Keep them guessing until they find the Instagram.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, did they see you rocking Triple X t-shirts and Rockports in 03, looking old as hell?
Come on, man. Come on, jogging pants, Ray.
Jogging pants. All right, man. Shit, it's just comfortable. I ain't gonna hold you. Shit. Walk outside and wear them well. But a lot didn't happen, man, since we've been back in the building. A lot of shit going on. Playoffs, the draft, players trying to leave spots where they forced their way to get to. So we're gonna talk about it all, man. We'll talk about it all. So one of the big things that happened was the NBA Finals. Like I said, they concluded like a month ago. We were a little late as hell, but better late than never. Some of us had some projections that didn't work out too well. Chance, you said the Celtics was gonna win, man. Win the 7. Ryan,
I said Warriors were winning.
you said Warriors in 7.
That's true.
Ray said Warriors in 6. So I'm not saying I'm a genius or nothing, but
I don't think I said the Celtics was gonna win. I said, I think I was going with I think I had a Warriors hat on.
You had the Warriors in what? I don't think you had some. You had. I remember me and Ryan had the Warriors, and you and Jabari had the Celtics.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at the tape, man.
Look at the tape.
And we do have proof of it.
Your coach's challenge. We do have proof. Yeah. Go back and look, man. I'll throw the clip in right here. And then call myself wrong. But for now, there you go. But for now, we're gonna talk about it, man. So, like I said, I had the Warriors in 6, but I didn't think it would go the way it would go. I did not think that Jason Tatum would play like he didn't know what basketball was.
I did.
I really did, man. I thought Jason Tatum would show up and show out as a star. Legitimate, man. Like, well, not even a star, but I think he's still a star after the finals. I thought he would show as a superstar. What I feel like he did instead was just kind of show everybody that he's good, but he's kind of Devin Booker, just a guy who's really good and probably won't be any better than good. Probably won't be great. You know what I mean? Like a Kobe or a D-Wade or anything like that. I feel like I think the Celtics go down from here. I don't think they go up, even with the Brogdon trade. I think they kind of stay stagnant a little bit. Kind of fall back to the pack. I didn't think they were better than Milwaukee. They beat them.
No.
Yeah, they barely beat them, and they didn't even have Middleton. So
yeah.
I think they fall behind Milwaukee. I would have said Brooklyn if they weren't in the process of blowing up like a dying star. So I feel like they're back there with the Heat, man. Just kind of like second tier, looking. If everything go right, they kind of go up, and if they don't, they maybe lose in the conference finals or in the second round. But you, Chance, just thinking, man.
That's possible. I think it might be just growing pains for Tatum and Brown, but I do agree with you, Milwaukee, man. Without Middleton, I think when he comes back next year, that's going to be like they're probably going to go back to the top of the East. I don't know what's going to happen with Miami and with this KD thing. That's everybody pretty much waiting to see what these chips fall. So, but yeah, I agree. Milwaukee with that squad, man, with a healthy Giannis and a healthy, Middleton and everybody. I don't know. You're right. That window might close for the Celtics, but as long as they got that defense, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They still need probably. I don't know if I hope we're gonna have another playoff series or another year alone like that. So
Yeah,
They probably should have got a younger big, but we'll see.
we saw. I called it, man. I said Al Horford will never have another game like that. That was like that was his swan song playoff game. Like he won't have more than 20 for the rest of.
I do like that guy Williams though. Like Williams,
Grant Williams
defense.
or Robert
Grant
Williams.
Yeah, Robert Williams.
Yeah, Robert Williams. Yeah,
He might be the best shot blocker in the league.
Robert?
He's the most athletic shot blocker in the league.
I was about to say over Gobert.
But this is the thing. If someone gets Gobert in the air,
Yeah,
on a pump fake, it's over. But Williams recovers so fast, he can jump with a pump fake and then still block your shot.
it's
He did
weird
it multiple
though.
times in the finals.
I'll look at every time I see Robert Williams move, he just looks slow to me. I don't
He
know
does.
if it's just me, but it's like he looks slow, but he always recovers. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, he one of those rare cases where it just don't come across on TV. You might have to just see it in person to get the feel of it.
Yeah, he's a big dude though.
He is a big dude.
Yeah.
So were you impressed or discouraged by Tatum, Chance? Tatum and Brown.
I mean, you saw flashes, but you can see that they didn't know how to, like certain times in the fourth, you got to be more aggressive. You can't sit back. You can't be passive. You got to. It's just part of experiencing the playoffs and the finals. Something that you can't learn. You got to just be there. But I agree with you when you also said about Booker, because I thought the following year Booker was going to have a better year after he had a shot in the finals. So it kind of faded away. I don't know. I still don't understand how they lost to the Mavericks, but but I think next year, I think it's going to be a better year
for the Celtics.
I hope so, man. Like that point guard position. I mean, he's not really that much of an upgrade because he kind of can play the two. He's not always, like a 100% facilitator, but that center. I just think that they need that. They need probably like a scoring big. Now I understand Williams is gonna get you some good defense, but you're gonna need like maybe like a stretch four or something.
I mean, they got Marcus Smart. Do you need another score? Just saying.
He's not really a scorer. He's he get hot, in situations, but he's not like a go-to guy because he get the throwing, he get the jacking up shots, thinking he's an all-star.
Yeah, trying to be that. All right, so I intentionally froze out Ryan like Isaiah rightfully did Mike Jordan in the All-Star game because I already know offhand that this is the inaugural edition of Ryan's Rants, right? So without further ado, I give the floor to Ryan.
All right, so after watching the NBA Finals, you got to think about the Boston Celtics team. Where do they go from here? They got two players that are stars, possible all-stars. What do? I think you keep Jaylen Brown and you use Tatum's trade value to get more pieces to create a championship-winning team. In the finals, Jaylen Brown was a better player than Jason Tatum by far. And the stats show it, right? Let's just go over them real quick. Jaylen Brown, he averaged 38.8 minutes in the finals, 23.5 points, 7.3 rebounds, 3.7 assists. Shot 43% from the field, and he had a plus-minus of 0.2 per game, right? Doesn't sound great, but he was positive when he was on the floor for the whole series. And they lost 4-2, so that's important, right? Yeah. Jason Tatum averaged 40.7 minutes, so 2 minutes more than Brown. He averaged 21.5 points, about 7 boards and 7 assists, which is pretty good, right? Yeah. But he shot 36% from the field. 36%, and he was minus 3.5 per game. So that means in 6 games overall, he was minus what? 7 times 3, 21, minus 21. When he's on the floor, you can't have that, right? So my hot take is you trade for Tatum. You don't sign him to a supermax. You keep Brown, and you use those pieces to build a better team. I just think Brown's more effective, and he doesn't need the ball as much, and he's still averaging more points. And I think he's a better defender. I was about to say he had a ton of chase down blocks in that finals that were huge. So I don't know. That's just a hot take. Tell me what you think about it. But
who do they get though? If you give up Tatum, who do you go after?
Great question. Who would you trade?
Good question.
To make the team better. That's feasible.
I mean, you can get another star.
Do you do it straight up? I mean, we'll talk about it a little later, but would you? I'm guessing you would 100% do it straight up Tatum for Durant trade.
100%. No question.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
they're not even on the same level. If you can get that trade, steal.
not even on the
Yeah.
same. You don't think Tatum is at least even close to Durant, or you can't eventually reach that
No,
level?
Durant is not going to average 21 points on 36% shooting in the finals. It's never going to happen.
Well, well, maybe not in the finals. But we definitely just saw it in the playoffs against the same team, against that same player.
Brooklyn would not trade
That's true.
Durant for Tatum. They would not do that.
No.
Brooklyn, I think
shot.
they would in a heartbeat. I think they would in a heartbeat.
That might actually be a good trade for them long term. But
Yeah, that's my point. That's definitely a hot take. I will say this: somehow the Boston Celtics have hit everybody with the Men in Black, mind alter trick to make everybody just forget that Jaylen Brown did completely outplay Jason Tatum. Everybody still seems to think that Tatum is the better player to build around, which is weird to me. It's not like Jaylen Brown is 30; they're like the same age. I don't quite get that, but I don't think I would trade Jason Tatum to keep Jaylen Brown. Honestly,
if you were given, you have to trade one of the other. Because I mean, are you going to be able to keep both of them? They're going to want to get paid. I don't know.
I mean, if I had to get rid of one, I think they do everything to keep both of them. If I had to get rid of one, it would have to be Brown, I think.
What?
I would go with
That's
Brown.
where I disagree.
I see. Listen, it's one. I can't even say it's one finals, but the finals is exactly where you want to be. So here's what I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking Tatum is a bit younger, just a bit, but he is a bit younger, taller, got more wingspan to him. It's the intangibles, they're measurables. I think Tatum is. I look at Jaylen Brown as a complimentary guy. And now maybe you can say Tatum should be a complimentary guy, but I do think that right now Jason is right below the caliber of player that would have to be a number one, like a LeBron or a Kevin Durant. I feel like he's like right under that, honestly.
You put him that close?
I won't put him. So if KD is here,
you just compared him to LeBron.
I didn't compare him to LeBron. I said those are the players that's like at that tier where it's like, all right, this is a number one guy. You do everything around them, like on the championship team,
Okay,
not like by default,
but
like Donovan Mitchell. He's by default the one guy, but come on, I mean, come on, man. So if Durant is here, or LeBron, or Giannis, or Nick, or Jokic, I would say that Tatum is like here, and then I would think Jaylen Brown is like there. It's still on the screen, like right there. So it's that much of a gap between them and Jaylen Brown, but it's only that much between them and Tatum. It's still a gap, but it's not as much. So that's why I would go ahead and go that way.
Why didn't he play better in the finals then? All right, go ahead, Chance.
Oh my God.
So you think that Tatum is better than Booker? Did you put them on the same level?
I'll put him on the same level. I don't think Tatum is any better than Devin Booker. No. But I think Devin Booker is still that close too. Honestly. I mean, who would you keep?
I probably would keep Brown, man. I like Brown because a little bit more because I just feel like he got a little more tenacity, and I think
got more dogs too.
I think Tatum is a little more flashy, and he's probably like the more like trying to sell, like he's probably more of a face.
Yeah,
no homo, but like as far as like, I mean, I just think that Jaylen Brown, like if you want to build like that toughness, like that Draymond Green type of effect, that player that's going to come up, doesn't demand nothing, but he's gonna give you buckets and D, both ways. So, I mean, I think Tatum is a rising star. Don't get me wrong, but it's just something about Brown. It's just like that look in his eyes, man. When
that Jimmy Butler to him.
I like that.
Yeah, we got that Jimmy. I'll give you that because Jaylen Brown is gonna go at your neck every time, and Jason Tatum kind of shies away to me sometimes. But like you said, I think that's growing pains, man. And I feel like I don't know. I just see more potential and upside. I feel like something tells me that Jaylen Brown is kind of maxed out where he is.
And let me say something. Most people think like you, Ray. That's why I'm saying you keep Jaylen Brown and you trade Jason Tatum because the league
Add more
values
value, yeah.
Brown
Yeah.
or Tatum higher, right? So you're gonna get way more for him than for Jaylen Brown. So I
That's
think
true.
for the Boston Celtics organization, that would be the better bet.
But do you ever get equal value for a guy like Jason Tatum and higher? Like if Jason Tatum's $1, you might get 70 cents back. Is that ever a good deal?
I don't know. You might get better value short term because he's so young, right? Like a player that's a little older who you're not gonna have for as long that is equal value.
I mean, it does come. Well, that's what it comes down to now versus later.
Yeah,
honestly,
exactly.
For a lot of teams.
Exactly.
And I feel like the Celtics right now are kind of in the middle of now and later. Like they can win now, and they're also built for later.
That's true.
So why not? If you in that stage, why not keep what you got? If you're built to win now and later.
I think they should keep what they have. But I'm saying if it comes down to you got to pay both these players and we can't, Brown's a better option.
So would you max them both out, or would you say, all right, that's kind of?
I wouldn't because you can't win with just those two. If you max both of them out, I mean, who else are you gonna get? You got Marcus Smart and Brogdon. What's that gonna do? Al Horford?
Yeah.
I don't know if they can win with that team. I don't, especially when Milwaukee's gonna be healthy. Yeah. Right? What if KD goes to the Heat? They're not beating the Heat.
He's not going to the Heat.
Is Tatum a top 10 player?
Top 10?
Top 10.
Man, we gotta do a pod about top 10s.
We could do a ranking pod, yeah. I don't know. If he is, he'd be 10.
Yeah, he would be at the bottom of the top 10.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. In like the 8 to 12 range. Was somewhere where he would be. 8 being extremely high. Like I would have to just talk about 50. Like, all right, yeah. We at 8.